Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joy Lynn. So I'm here to teach you about how to make your own free-form gluten-free sourdough bread. It's a customizable process. I want to teach you how to do it your own way for your own needs, for your own dietary needs, your own preferences, and what works best for your schedule and your life. So in order to do that, I can't just really give just one, like, here's how you do it video. So I've got a method that's broken down into different parts, and you can take the different parts and rework them to what you need for your situation and your needs. And if you join my Facebook group, I'll help you do that. If you have questions, I can help you through it. And I'll have bake-along workshops that you can enroll in to bake along from home live along with me on the same days when I'm baking, so I can help you through the process as we go together in a group. But anyway, I wanted to just tell you in this video how this process works so that you know how to navigate this playlist and this YouTube channel to figure out what the heck is going on with this bread process. So the three things that you're going to need are a starter and bread goo and a flour blend. Plus, you're also going to need some wet ingredients, but you can literally just use water if you want, or if you want to use milk and eggs and stuff like that, you can. Okay, so the starter. There are 3 videos for the starter. There's the how to make a starter video, how to feed a starter video, and how to train a starter video. And what training a starter means is, say that you've had your starter in the fridge for a while because you wanted it to go dormant because you weren't baking for a little while and didn't want to have to feed it every day. Then when you want to bake with it again, you need to take it out of the fridge and feed it a few times before you bake with it so that it gets good and active again. It wakes its metabolism up, and it'll rise a good twice as fast, or even more than it was when it first comes out of the fridge. It's like not rising at all. It's just cold and sleeping. So when you train your starter, you want to do it at about the peak of the rise. So it'll rise up once you feed it. Then when it gets to the peak of that rise, you feed it again. Do that 2 or 3 times before you bake, and then add it to your dough at the peak of its rise again also to get the maximum rise. So there's a video on training your starter. Then there's the bread goo video, which are actually 2 bread goo videos, and I put them both in the playlist. The first one's the main version that I normally use almost all the time, which is with whole food ingredients. So I boil my own rice, potatoes, beans, apples, and I make a puree or a mash out of that, which I then add to my starter and mix my flours into and knead it up to make a dough. However, if you don't have that kind of time on your hands or don't want to do all that work, then I have an instant bread goo recipe also, which uses instant mashed potatoes and rice flour and canned chickpeas, and you can just pour it all together, boil it on the stove for just a couple minutes, and have bread goo ready to use. So 2 separate videos on the bread goo that you can choose between what kind of method you want to pick on that. And then the flour blend, there's 1 video of a flour blend example so far. I'll try to get some more up on different examples of flour blends. And then finally, I have a couple of videos on how to make the actual bread. One of them I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants and just was blending flours as I went. And the other one I used the pre-made flour blend from the previous video, so it's a lot more streamlined of a process where you just add those 3 elements together like I was saying and basically just make a bread out of it. So I've tried to break it down and make it as simple as possible for just kind of an entry-level overview on what I'm doing. Truly what I'm doing is kind of an infinite, like, totally open to interpretation art form, and so I kind of want to just give you all an idea of what it looks like right now, get you started in it, get your hands in it, help you get one good loaf of bread going, and then from there we can kind of work together, and I'll start showing you more variations. I'll show you some desserts, I'll show you different kinds of bread, pizzas, ways that you can branch out and use these techniques to make all kinds of different things. So cool, I'm really excited. Stick around, join the group. It's really cool. People are excited. We're having a good time. It's going to be fantastic. I've got so many different things up my sleeve. I'm going to teach you how to bake sourdough in your car if you want to, live on the road, or if you're homeless, or you're going on an adventure or camping trip or something. I'll teach you how to, make sourdough in really strange different life situations, and depending on what your needs are. I'm going to come up with like a keto sourdough one of these days. I want to experiment with all kinds of different things. That's what I love doing. It's what I've been doing. So if you have a particular need that you really need a recipe developed, let me know. I'll add it to my list. We'll work something out, and I would especially love donation-based requests. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for watching the videos after it. Let me know how your bread is going on the Facebook group, and ask me any questions you have. Sweet.